Hello everyone. Now some of you might remember that a while ago I said I had another Annick Menardo on the way, and this is it. I'm talking about Azzaro Visit. This is a fragrance that kind of flew under the radar for me for many years because this was launched in 2003, so it's quite some time ago. And if I've smelled this during that time, I don't remember having done so. So I got this and I smelled this. I got a couple of wears down the line, and I can say I am truly impressed. And also, I have that feeling that I want to kick myself for not having tried this earlier. So without further ado, let's refresh my memory for Azzaro's Visit. Okay, so I guess by the time when I was smelling Roma, I think that was my favorite. Let me just grab my cat because he won't stop yowling. I think Roma from Annick Menardo was, I think, the turning point for me. I've always liked Annick Menardo's work, but Roma was the fragrance that kind of inspired me to, to go further and further, because I really do like her style. And this one, I should say, it's got the same surprising complexity and surprising freshness in a rather heavy composition, because that's what I think Annick Menardo excels at, and this is a very good thing to excel at in fragrances, doing a rather heavy and complex composition while balancing it and keeping it on the always on the fresher side. Now, before I smelled Azzaro Visit a few maybe weeks ago, I got Dans le Bleu qui Pétille, and I recently released the review for Dans le Bleu qui Pétille by Serge Lutens, and I said that was the most beautiful creation I've smelled in years, in quite a while, and it speaks to me, and it is very beautiful. This one, while not terribly similar to that composition, it does share some traits, meaning that Azzaro Visit is mainly about incense. It's a very woody fragrance, just like Dans le Bleu is. Very woody, mainly incense, without it being smoky, which is quite interesting, but mostly resinous and incisive. And because it's an incense or incense-oriented fragrance, I think I can find some things in common with Dans le Bleu, especially when it comes to the way the composition is balanced and the way the freshness kind of takes you by surprise, the same as it does in Dans le Bleu. Now, Dans le Bleu, again, I have to state, is a wildly different type of scent. This one is just in another direction, but I think they do share the sort of 90s, maybe aquatic type of thing that they both do. So, as I said, this is a very woody scent. It's got incense, it's got cedar, it's got those, I think it's supposed to be something between E super, which is, cedar, and something quite similar to the way vetiver works in fragrances, which is, a bit spicy, pencil shavings type of smell, which is also, because when I mention spicy, I don't mean necessarily green spices. This is not very green. I should say it's not green quite at all. But it is nutty, and when I say nutty, I mean cardamom and nutmeg, which is very, very nice for me, because if you know this, one of my most favorite scents ever is Nemo by Cacharel, and I do find some similarities to Nemo by Cacharel in this. And again, it's that I think it's the incense and the nutmeg cardamom thing, which is very warm and very pleasant, yet rather simple. And it's got that nice familiarity to it, you know, like wearing an old glove, you know, or an old pair of jeans that fit on you perfectly. So this was very, very natural for me to like, and these were the very things I noticed about Azzaro's visit. I knew I was going to like it, and I knew it was right up my alley. Now, also there's a bit of leather in this. There's a bit of very, very faint leather, sort of furry type of labdanum thing that it has. I think it shares this with Nemo by Cacharel as well. I should spray Nemo by Cacharel as well, just because I miss this fragrance so much. This is a fragrance I wear so rarely, and it's about, this is the level of the bottle. I think I have at least one more bottle, at least one more 50 milliliter bottle that I haven't opened yet. And it's a shame, because it's a fragrance I don't wear. I don't wear this fragrance because it's no longer in production. It's quite expensive. It's quite difficult to find. And this is, I think, why I have this strange relationship with discontinued fragrances. I mean, I don't recommend this. I don't recommend going for discontinued scents unless you're, you know, willing to do this, to have something in your collection that you might just keep there. Oh my god, this is so mushroomy. This is so mushroomy in comparison. It's earthier, it's sweeter. This is, oh god, you know, Nemo for me is a masterpiece, no doubt about that. But they do share similarities. Azzaro Visit is the same sort of early 2000s smell, because when wearing this, I also got hints of, well, not this one, but the original Gucci Pour Homme. But this is a very, very close, you know, variant to Gucci Pour Homme, and I think they're identical actually, and it is done by the same perfumer, which is Michel Almayrac, so it's fine. But it's the same sort of, let me spray this as well, same sort of pencil shavings, rubber tire, leathery, spicy type of scent. So I think that all three of them, which is, you know, Gucci Pour Homme, Azzaro's Visit, and Nemo by Cacharel, they do share this deeply woody, nutty, spicy sort of thing. Well, they are quite different scents, and also it's the incense and the resins that kind of tie them all together. But this one, Azzaro, is, you can still find Azzaro. I don't think I've mentioned this, but sadly this has been discontinued as well. But you can still find it, and you can still find it decently very, very decently priced, which is another way of saying it's very cheap. I paid something around 30 euros for this. 30 euros for this, and it's 100 milliliter. The fragrance lasts you a long time. It's quite potent without being obnoxious. As I said, it's quite well balanced. It's a very, very beautiful scent, and it's a scent that goes well. And I mean, it's so complex, and you can wear it in colder weather and get, you know, more incense and more spice and more leather maybe. And you can wear it in the heat as well, and it will suit those conditions very, very nicely, because it turns fresher, more aquatic, more musky. Yeah, it just works. So I don't know why they discontinued this, but you know, it is what it is. So if you can find it, if you don't know it, well, smell it first. But you might be surprised by the, you know, sheer simplicity and the hidden complexity of this 2003 Annick Menardo scent, which is, you know, it's just beautiful, and I'm so glad I found it. Now, if you've got any other questions about any of the fragrances I've talked about today, do let me know in the comments. And until next time, remember, fragrance creates memories, and may yours be happy.